Welcome everyone to the broadcast. It is so good to have all of you here tonight. Hello everybody. Hi there. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the sharply dressed man. We're playing some more Pathologic 3 tonight. Hope you're having a fantastic week. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hello, folks. So to catch you all up, yesterday we did most of day 4. We achieved a lot. So 3-hour playthrough. 3.5 for day 4. We still have one thing that we didn't finish. We didn't, like, we did, the entire session was just that one day. And we didn't finish the entire day. So we're going to start today, this stream, finishing off that day, moving on to the next one. The game's really good. Enjoying it quite a lot. Very creepy, very unsettling, very surreal, lots of mysteries to solve, interaction, diagnoses to provide, things like that. Diseases to cure. Ah, yes, and of course our beloved protagonist, Daniil Dankowski. Right. I mean, how can you not like the Big City Doctor? Well, Anthony, welcome. I look like Gabe Horn. Thank you, Beyond. I don't know who that person is. Hello, James. Welcome. All right. Without further ado, let's go and get started for the night. 3 more hours of Pathologic 3. By the way, I mean, Pathologic 2 is really good, also. And if you're interested in this sort of thing, Pathologic 1 was released back in like 2004. You can pick it up for like $6. Check it out. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started. The Stillwater. Day 4. Is what I'm wearing from a movie? No, it's from my closet. This is my own clothing. Okay, we have one thing to do. It's a very important thing. We have to rescue a man from being buried alive.
Why don't they bring anyone here? It's
Pinewood House, a knife of brass, a friend in words. These are all glass.
Okay, so they're basically we're learning that there's a guy buried alive. That's basically what we're doing right now. Let's see. Who did this? We don't know. All I know is that we have to hurry and save him. This person, Grace, can talk to the dead, by the way. That's what she says. So, I don't know if you believe her or not. Does he know where we should look for him? He just screams. Well, I'll start looking at the cemetery.
A good host is grateful to their guests.
We don't know anything about what's going on. Actually, we do know because we've done this more than one time. So we know exactly where he is. And we know exactly how to save him.
Forgot that there's so much of the world. Boiling, cracking, screeching, living.
Another one, come for water. Oh yeah, we solved the whole water problem. So the town has water, and will for the foreseeable future. You've been told the water's being filtered? No, drinking, go on, scram. Who's in charge of the filtration? No idea. They tell us to chase folks off, we chase them off. We want to know... You want to know about filtration, you go to the town hall. They make those decrees. The decree was to filter the water, not to forbid drinking. They'll tough it out. Won't kick the bucket from not drinking for a day. Being thirsty is good for one's health. Strength is the spirit. Whose spirit would that be? The Holy Spirit. You can't spell human without endure, as my dad used to say. What a silly thing to say. That is rather silly. Get your hands off me! That's right, you should kick him with your feet instead. Today it's no drinking, what will it be tomorrow? No breathing? No one will forbid breathing, but the water might pose a real danger. Yeah, it didn't yesterday. Today it suddenly does? Do you think we're that dumb? It was dangerous yesterday too. All my life I've lived here drinking this water, and I am still alive and well. I'm happy for you. I have kids, do you know what it's like? They've been asking for water since morning. Mom, they yell, Mommy, give us a single drop, a single gulp, please. Duralex, said Lex. What are you calling names there, you mongrel? The law. Ugh. Ugh, people. The water is filled with plague, so they can't drink the water, unfortunately. I need to get to the man in the cemetery before he suffocates. We better hurry. It's a long way.
Доктор, гля, лепила. Только убивай, не убивай. Доктор, стой. Разговор есть. Не убивай.
That's right. Back off. I got no time to mess with you folks.
Вот не ждали.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, that's right.
Не убивай.
Put your hands up. Keep them where I can see them. The cemetery. Well, we saved him. So they buried this guy alive.
I'm a simple man. Why talk when you can fight?
Denkowski, is that you? I thought I was done for. Yesterday you told me to come back later. Well, here I am. Let me catch my breath. Denkowski. Ruben, this isn't amusing. Are you gonna tell me to come back tomorrow again? And will someone else try to kill you in the meantime? I need to think. Way to scale down with my sins. The ones that nearly got me killed twice over. Look at this from a doctor's perspective. What good will oxygen deprivation do for what I have to tell you? I promise we'll talk tomorrow. I owe you. Twice over. Don't you dare have a third near-death experience. We got him. We saved Ruben. He's in shock. Kingdom for a horse. So we're not going to try to escape the town. We finished all of the tasks for the day. Which means it's time for us to move on to day 5. So we've saved Ruben's life twice now. Orphan girl caretaker of the cemetery allegedly speaks with the dead. Yeah, she likes to say that she speaks with the dead, but I'm not entirely sure how much we believe her. Although it wouldn't be the strangest thing to happen in this city.
Вот сюда. Брат, не убивай. Иди сюда. Гля, лепить не стреляй. Брат, не убивай. Не бойся. Ну и вали. Тварь ты. Доктор, прости. Доктор.
They know I'm a doctor. And yet they still insist on messing with me. Okay, we finished day 4. Day 4 is done. We've completed it. We can move on to day 5. Finally. I feel like we've earned it. We've done a lot of hard work in day 4. Let's move on to day 5. Not a whole lot I can trade this guy at this point. There are some points of interest left unexplored. Oh, we can go to a point of interest. Now that I think about it, we could do that. So there should be a POI. Something is happening here. Something's happening right there. Should be easy enough for us to get to, actually. Let's go take a look. Hey, Rory.
Like a gunshot.
Welcome. Thank you for those compliments, Rory. I appreciate that. The deal. Somewhere nearby, the militia awaits, ready to bind me the moment I step into the train car. Perhaps I can find them and convince them of my innocence. Alright, we're not going to the train car. We're going to... whatever that is. Is that a kid? Oh, there's some children here. What are they doing? Don't eat them, you dolt. These aren't candy, they're glass shards. They're for looking through, not chewing on. What? But they're so colorful. You're only saying that because you want to keep them for yourself. Kids these days don't know anything. Listen and learn. These are shards from the cathedral's very first stained glass window. The same one our own Saint Capella smashed with a rock. Capella broke a stained glass window. Why? I would never have expected that of her. Can't have that much beauty all in one place, that's why. No, she did it for us, so everyone can have a piece. Just carry a bit of beauty in their pocket. Yes, Capella's like a mom. The kindest sort of mom that gives the best presents. We can see the future with what she gave us. How do you see the future? See for yourself. Take a shard, look through it, then you'll know. When I look, I see everything. Where the candy is hidden in town, where the cat's given birth, and where the worms all stand in a circle and fight till they bleed. Only the shards shatter after you're done looking. Can they find things besides hidden candy? They grant wishes, I think? You want to know where a cat is having kittens? The shards will show you. You want candy? Boom. Candy. The worms fighting is just the same. And the adults use Twirine for all that. Bear told me. Aren't you a bit young to know about Twirine, Pipsqueak? You're wrong about the shards, too. They don't show you what you want. They show you what you need. You might not know what you need, but the shards do. They'll guide you. Can I have a shard? I'd like to try it out. Did they give me a shard? They did not. I used a shard to find this place, to talk to kids about using shards. Loot. There we go. So let's see what that got us. There is something happening here. Interesting, that's not too far away. Wait, who is that? Who is this?
One day, I
It's
will
Capella.
grow real wings. Heavy, lifting wings.
Why are you here? For the next few days, only dust will settle on these tracks. The children dug up some shards of stained glass from behind the station. They say you're the one who broke it. The stained glass window. The hammers pounded, the saws whined. Farquaad walked among the masons in a simple work shirt, or without it sometimes. He was anxious. The cathedral was full grown, and they were filling its eye sockets with stained glass. I broke it. Is it silly to regret something that happened so long ago? Long ago? How old are you? I had my very first premonition, the kind mistresses have. I came to gawk at the window like everyone else, and suddenly I knew it would do more good broken than whole. So I picked up a rock and threw it. You said you regretted it. Why? I don't know. It was disrespectful to Farquaad. I disrupted his design, and I'm sorry. He didn't deserve it. The window that replaced it was completely different. It didn't have the same living color. Farquaad was a collector of color, you see. They say the shards can do miraculous things. There are no miracles. The shards guide you to important things because that was Farquaad's design. And because such was the original window in the cathedral. The light that went through it refracted into the future. There are no miracles, says the girl who can see the future and hear the music of railroad tracks. Alright. Let's get out of here. I have another occurrence to go check out. It's going to be a bit more difficult to get to this one. We have to go through this rioting district, which is never easy nor pleasant.
Какими судьбами? Только не убивай. Мы вас вешали. Беги. Мало мы вас вешали. Не ждали. Только бомбочки.
Hey, yo! Back up, boys.
Не убивай.
Back up.
Брат, не любите. Мало мы вас вешали. Стой, только не убивай. Мало мы вас вешали. Брат,
Death is the
не
enemy.
убивай. Какими судьбами?
Sometimes just gotta show them. Oh. Maria is visiting Khan.
Where do our dead go?
Your brother's in prison, they told me. I didn't believe them. I said, yes, he's still young, but he's a real Cain. You can't cage him. What is this, Casper? You let them take you prisoner? Have you forgotten who you are? Or perhaps Uncle Simon appeared before you and begged you to endure this humiliation?
Lillian, Via Rose, Maroon Neon, my favorite colors.
Simon is dead, Maria. It's time you accepted it. But before he died, he managed to pass some of his wisdom down to Khan. Look, and you shall see. Khan is doing exactly what Simon would have done.
You'll just fail.
Thank you, Cabela. Maria. You're exhausting. Not everything in the world must be the exact way you wish it to be. Oh, and here's Dr. Dankovsky. Hello, Doctor. Quite the line of visitors today. Have you come to lecture me too? Not to lecture, just to check up on you. How are you doing? This is a family matter in Daniil. It does not concern you. You may be Uncle Simon's guest, but the Cains are not taking orders from you. Simon's memory is not a hand fan for you to flutter and flourish about whenever you please. You were given your mother's name, Victoria the Younger, but gave it up in favor of a nonsensical moniker. What do you know of memory? All those children in the tower need Casper. He ought to be among them. Our family name carries with it certain obligations, such as ruling those you are responsible for. There are things more important than power, and Khan understands that better than you do. Simon preached that the path to the light is only unlocked with a sacrifice. Khan has already sacrificed himself, so let him see it through. Capella is right. Khan took another boy's place in this cage. Is that not a deed befitting our true ruler? Can you not distinguish a deed from a pretense, and Daniil? I'm certain there were other ways to save that boy without betraying all the other children relying on their ruler, without betraying himself. There is no deed without sacrifice. Is that really so hard to accept? To enter a Cajun reality, one must first emerge from the cage in one's soul. Khan is this close to discovering truths that are unreachable to any of us. That seems like a bit of a stretch. Okay. I hope you can endure this, Khan. Both the captivity and the influx of well-wishers.
In toil to be troubled is to have your toil doubled.
Did you see Jester on your way here? Who's Jester? Jester's my cat. Big fella, blue-gray, looks like a bandit. What brings you here, Doctor? Was in the neighborhood and decided to drop in. Still not tired of your games yet? Do these look like games to you? Not at all. I saw a dead child today. I think he was one of yours. The dogheads were boasting that they killed him. Nonsense. Are you trying to scare me? It won't work. We've got a treaty with the doggies. We respect it, live by it. Even them. You wouldn't understand. I'm just warning you. These games of yours might end badly. Well, we told him about the kid. We did find a boy who was basically, like, beaten to death by 3 other kids. So, regardless of what treaty he thinks exists, bad stuff is happening. Let's get out of here. Can I go around the long way? Hello, Rune. Welcome. Kind of.
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
Thank you for the compliments, Rune. Appreciate that.
Вот не ждать. Только не бойся, только не убивай. Стой. Брат,
Seems
не убивай. Разговор.
Okay, well. We survived. I wonder what that cutscene, or that, it's not really a cutscene, that event really did. Like, did it change anything? I'm curious. Okay. Let's head to day 5. Just as a reminder, we finished up day 4. We saved Stack Ruben from being buried alive. We discovered the daily vaccine. We've solved the town's water problems because all of its water was destroyed. I should say the plumbing was destroyed, then the rest of the water was contaminated with plague, so we solved all of that. We have that in place. And we also bought another day for the town to survive. Previously, the town died on day 6. Now day 6 is actually achievable. We can go there. Oh, that's right. We also have this mysterious adversary we don't know anything about. This ought to be interesting. Let's go to day 5. In which the Bachelor will grab the only remaining thread that may lead to Simon Kane. Okay. Changing the Isidore is dead. Maria claims the town will perish tomorrow, and I think she is right. We can fix that. Fate in my hands. Did we not... We did. We didn't escape by train, so we did not get put in jail. Interesting that the only thing I can change is this. I wonder if we're supposed to go to day 6. Like directly to day 6, but we haven't survived day 5 yet. Hey, Gego. How are you? Stack Reuben might know something about this. So all of this stuff should change, because we are not... We didn't start the day in prison. We didn't try to escape. Right? Stack Reuben is alive. And we know how to reach him. You're exhausted? I'm doing alright.
Camera obscura. Camera
Excited to
lumina.
start the day. See how everything goes. Rune, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Congrats. Appreciate the dedicated viewership. I saved Reuben from the grave. I expect that in gratitude he'll try to survive until my visit. Stack Reuben has been attacked twice now. We've saved his life 2 times. Okay. The local doctor. Simon's closest friend and ally was the local healer, Isidore Barak. Perhaps he knows something of his fate. Alright, well we know Isidore Barak is dead. Isidore's house fell silent with its master's death. His study is on the 2nd floor, which is locked. If I were at odds with the Kings, they'd refuse to speak with me today. Fortunately, we're on excellent terms. Perhaps I should go pay them a visit. Reakana, Simon's niece, brought her entourage to Isidore's house. They appear to be enacting some ancient ritual. Only those who know the lines have the right to cut open the dead and extract their organs. This is where Artemi Barak comes to the stage once again. Today, Lara promised to send me one of her wards for support. Perhaps he's already here. Got it. The end of the beginning. I like how this whole line here, basically, this never happened. Right, because we didn't wake up in prison. So we've had a brand new fresh start to the day that we would not have otherwise had.
Do geese see God?
You probably want to ask why the town's fragmentation is Simon's design, and not a flaw in your perception. You remember our conversations in the wrong order. No, in the right one. I remember everything correctly, unlike everyone else. Simon was a teacher to me, I suppose. He taught me calligraphy, piano, and dowsing. I don't think he considered me an outstanding student, though. Was it a long day at work, Gego? He was a fool not to. Both Simon and Isidore had many students. I think it was more important to Simon that I agreed to live in the Stillwater. It's a difficult house. It exhausts most people, and out of gratitude, he showed me a few things here and there. It exhausts people? I find it very restful. That's good. It means I've made it a bit more livable after all, but let's talk about the still water another time. You know how people sometimes say a person of integrity? Simon believed that integrity and wholeness limit a person, and that to become something greater, one must first stop being a monolith. I don't understand how that would help. The Canes also believed in memory. They believe in part of a person is the imprints that they leave on other people, places, and objects. And that the more of your traces settle on them, the less you're imprisoned by your body or your lifespan. When I talk to people, I sometimes feel like I see myself through their eyes. It's hard, isn't it? When everything gets mixed up, but then again, it should be hard. A trial requires exertion. Is this the path Simon laid out for me? I don't know. And what difference does it make? Would you even be able to step off it now if you wanted to? Of course not. But for a moment, it was nice to imagine that my neuroses and exhaustion were not the weakness of my organism, but the designs of some great sage. Got some colored glass shards. There are some points of interest left unexplored. What's this? Oh, Lara Ravel sent me her assistant, so I should go talk to the Canes. I think I might do that first before we head to the hospital. Oh, the hospital is inside of a plague district today. Good. Alright, well I was worried that we'd have like an uneventful evening. It's Hypat, our good buddy, the water carrier. Here I am at the ready. Excuse me, what are you here about? So much to do, hard to remember everything. Oh, you weird little doctor. I'm Hypat, you know, the water carrier. Decided yesterday I'll carry your tubes, you and I did. Them in the water for everyone. No problem for me. Useful for you. Of course. Now I remember. Thank you for agreeing to do that. Thank God. Thought I'd got it wrong myself. Let me get this clear. Your carriage follows me, but only through the healthy districts. No need to risk your life for the clean water for the people. Stand where you're easy to see, so that you can be found quickly both by me and by the thirsting citizens. That's how I always stand. You'll find me, don't you fear. And those sick houses? I'm scared of coming close myself. Any more instructions? Everything seems sensible. Until next time, iPad. Building connections. Yesterday, the water carrier proved his usefulness. I'm glad he'll now help me and the command on a permanent basis. The assistant with the analyzer will follow me closely. I'll find him in any large district, but he'll avoid plague and unrest. So that means I don't have to go back to the still water to perform an analysis, chemical analysis, but that also kind of means that we're expected to do more of them. Right? Not exactly sure how often I'll have to do that mechanic, but it seems like I will. I don't know why there's so many people here.
I'd rather not hear this.
Let's do a quick inventory check. What have we got? You can use these. We don't have much currency. Okay. Hello? What are you doing? Move aside, pal. You're blocking the sky. Isn't it cold lying on the ground? Time's standing still, so there's no need to hurry anywhere. Care to lie down? I don't mind the company. Alas, time cannot truly be stopped, but I'm glad for you. It seems you needed a little rest. This guy's just making himself at home, it seems. Let's talk to Georgie. See what he has on his mind. I think he wanted to discuss something about a trial.
A soul is like a spring, or a bowstring. The harder you pull, the further your thought reaches when you release.
Okay, good to know. Bachelor Dunkovsky, we were just talking about you last night. Did something happen at the town hall, or is this a social call? Social call. I want to talk to you about Simon. Neither the plague nor myriad other complications can dissuade you from your goal. I find that admirable. Very well, let's talk. Did you know Simon was planning to build a new town on the other side of the Gorikon? This would mean a significant change to the townspeople's lives, and Simon just made that decision on his own? An excellent question. You've hit the bullseye. Simon was a guiding light, and many followed it. His family, his friend Isidore Barak, the Onerotekts, other luminaries, all people who dreamed of making this wild place a utopia. You should have seen what this town used to be like. Uh-huh. To be honest, I've yet to understand what you mean when you say utopia. Not me. Simon. It was his plan. Simon promised us perfection, transition to another plane of reality. And to that end, he promised first transitioning to the other shore, at the very least. Will changing the town's location make a difference? For a whole town, that's a big step. So you want us to move the whole town from one side of the river to the other? Do you believe in a clean slate? For as long as I knew him, Simon sought a way to shed the burden of the past, rather than carry it forward into the future. Perhaps that was part of his longevity. The secret you so fervently seek. As for the town, Simon wanted to free it from itself. Interesting. Okay. We are all the sum of our pasts, our triumphs and our vexing mistakes. The slate will always have traces of previous inscriptions that can never be truly wiped clean. So Simon's disciples, those who channeled his will into architecture, street curves, bridge spans, all worked together for a utopia. Their legacy is easiest to see here, in the Stoneyard. The bridge square itself? I haven't thought about its name before. It's a bridge to another shore. Another life, right? You're as sagacious as always. The other bridges to the new town didn't leave behind so much as a name. Like that rhyme about the chorus, the cat with the fiddle, all tattered and torn, the cow and the maiden, all forlorn. Their song was beautiful, before each one began to play their own tune, and then Farkad died. And then Simon died. And then the plague came. And here we are. And here we are. That was it? That was the whole interaction? Right. Righteous Judge. The Honorable Georgie is glad for pleasant company. I'm glad to learn more about his immortal brother. So that was just a lore interaction? Just to learn more about Simon, it seems? Let's go be a doctor. So I can turn this left and right, but I think it only works if I haven't used it that day, and evidently I have used it already on day 5, even though I'm not entirely sure of it, or aware of when I did it. It has happened. Let's go to the theater district. Be a doctor. Let's try not to die on our way to the hospital. Oh! She keeps having the same interaction with me. I've had this conversation with her 4 or 5 times now. There's a infection focus here somewhere.
You invented this yourself.
They keep telling me to find the infection focus, but I don't know where it is. They said that the sound gets louder the closer I am to it. And yet, I don't know what sound they're talking about.
Halt, death, and put your hands up.
Who's he talking to? Let's see, this is 5, 10, 15. Stole this person's time. Oh, it's her. She's here.
Something is unraveling.
The Shabnak Adig is chasing me around as always.
Do not refashion that which has grown well.
Hello, M. Shen. You look exhausted. That's because I'm tired, Barack. It's the smell. You smell burnt. That's anger. But not just simple anger. That's how disappointed anger smells. Kadra's tissues were useless, right? Yes, and it makes my job twice as hard. Within an hour, sandpest could no longer be found in the necrotic tissues. That means it's impossible to study its effects. So we get a sample of living tissue. Unfortunately, it's much worse. Sandpest obviously lives in the organs, in the heart, the lungs, kidneys, liver. And until I see how it behaves inside them, I can't make any progress. Is that your request, to get a living organ? Yes, the question is how to do it without anyone getting hurt. Do you have any ideas? I do. I can make sure they won't suffer, not in the hospital, and not with you around. But I do know where to get the living tissue of a Zircon. What? A Zircon? It is imperative to get the patient's consent. Do you have a volunteer, someone willing to part with an organ? There is just such a person. If I ask, she won't refuse. But I have my own request to you, M. Shen. I do not want to spend another minute with your kids. I'm a tough man, but I'm not that tough. No, this time someone else can watch the children. My request is of a different nature. Since I returned, I've had problems with nasty rumors about me, that I'm a murderer and a ripper, that I killed my father. So I ask you, when the time comes, and I hope it doesn't, but if it does, stand by my side. Don't renounce me. Unexpected, but that's far easier than babysitting. We have a deal. Organ from the horror specs. Am I examining herb maidens today? Hello?
Simon spoke to everyone. Even me.
Oh, we've had what you might call an emergency. Someone stole today's morphine ration. We've got some reserves, but really it's only our second day open, and already there's been a theft. It's good that the hospital is getting supplies, but it's a shame that they're so poorly guarded. Seen anyone suspicious around? It's my fault, I missed it. But you can't grow enough eyes for a hospital. Patients here, orderlies there, paperwork everywhere. I've already questioned everyone except that girl you let in yesterday. She mostly comforts the dying and holds their hands. I don't mean she's not working, but maybe she saw something. I'll talk to Clara myself, and I'll handle the morphine theft personally. Forgive me again for how this turned out. Should I hand over the patient files? Hand them over. There's the vagrant, Bobak, a local holy fool. There's also Sharp. Hey. He's a quiet one, but a little out of sorts. And there's a stepman named Octay. He seems out of his mind as well. What a day. What happened to Sharp? He tried to flee the town on a train. Someone promised him the train would leave him and a whole crowd of people. Well, they weren't allowed out. Someone locked them inside. A stampede ensued. Almost no one survived. And what made you think Octay is insane? The things he says. How could I? Apparently I'm very mean. I don't know. Oh, not the greatest representation in this game. I've heard all sorts of things from stepfolk, but never anything like what Octay says. You'd better ask him yourself. And how did you find the vagrant? Credit to our orderlies, they said he was hanging around a boarded-up plague house. I'll go see the patients. One moment. I finally found reagents for the microscope. We can finally take samples. Oh, we are in business now. Thank you, Little. I was afraid the microscope would just sit there gathering dust. And they Yamar Jegteeb. Beds, remedies. Jegte, this was a different house before. It had another purpose. They danced here. Not like us, not for the earth, for the town. And the town grew fast, watching the Hakan Qatar. I thought they staged dramas here, not ballets, or do you mean the tragedians' pantomimes? I know not that word. I know we show grass how to grow, and here they showed the town how to grow. Tigad Karaba. This was an important place, Nangin Gazar. Like our Ragi Barrow. Was it you who claimed the town's important place to use for healing? Yes, I was. Otherwise, there'd be no one left to go to the theater. Now there's a chance the town might survive the plague. You show the town a dance too. A dance of struggle. Tuladan. You chose the right place. You heal. Will you heal our man? He thinks he has no ibshen, no illness. He thinks he was punished. How do you mean? How do you mistake disease symptoms for punishment? Octay thinks the step punished him. Eryukin. The step didn't even hear him. Why would she punish him? Quiet, he is. Couldn't prove himself. And weak. Fell ill after. Ekesula. We learned you were a healer and led him to you. Led him to me, maybe? You brought him? You brought him. Never expected the like of you to trust science. What know you about the likes of us? Yushie Medek Kigish. The town cannot be with us, but neither can we be without the town. We have our healers, our own herbalists. They see Ibshen, illness. We see. Octay doesn't see, doesn't hear. Octay is asleep and dreams he will be an Odong. I admit it's unexpected, but thank you for doing the right thing. Can you give me more information? What did you notice exactly? When did you decide he was ill? Look and see for yourself, Erdem. Octay is so ill, you can tell at once, even if you're no Menku. You see it clearly. Only Jurken can't be seen with eyes. The heart, his heart, became weak. Beats as often as outsiders come to the step. Really? You mean it beats rarely, right? Hardly ever, Erdem. Can't hear if Octay has any Jurken at all. Heal him, Erdem. Octay is a kind fool. He won't be a good herbalist, but he'll be someone who tells Ilgranid tales. We need tales in the kin too, Erdem. I'll do what I can. Your hint was useful. Thank you. Survivor from the locked train car. Holy fool. Patient from the kin. Octay. Let's talk to Octay. Mi Yui Men Erdem. I'll turn into an Odong soon. How are you going to treat that? Or not? Okay, so he has his heartbeat. It's not rapid, slow pulse. Very slow pulse. Okay. It's only two different things. Fruit typhoid and stone skins. That's only two different diagnoses. I was told your Odonga are born from the earth itself. Mother Badho decides. As she wishes will be. If she wishes, she'll grind water into dust. If she wishes, she'll boil solid rock. If she wishes, I'll turn into an Odong. Aren't you afraid the Odong might beat you up if they find out you can become one of them, but just by getting sick? Let's see. Ever since I came here, I've been curious what the Odonga are biologically. We're all children of Bado Erdem, and the Odonga are closest to her. These are children. There are children who go far from their home, Ekekolo. There are children who settle nearby, but on their own. And there are children who forever stay with their mother. They are the Odonga. If the Odonga are closer than anyone to your, deity, then you don't mind this transformation either, is that right? I have no complaints. I accept. Mother Bado punishes me, and I accept it. Her light burns Suok's darkness from my eyes. Flashes for a moment, then Untarna. Flashes again, Erdem, over and over. How can you understand? You won't understand. So you see flashes of bright light? Yes. Gereld Namaya Zobanhono. The light brings suffering. I must accept it humbly. Flashes of bright lights. What do I categorize that under? Hallucinations? Visual impairment? Let's talk to him some more. Okay, let me examine you. Whoa. That's not normal. Skin is hardened so much it truly seems inhuman. What is photophobia? It just means you're afraid of light. Actually, I don't know how they define it here. It might mean that you're, like, particularly light sensitive. Skin is hardened so much it truly seems inhuman. No wonder thoughts of transformation come to mind. Waking one morning after troubled dreams the stepman Octave found. Alright, well, let's check that off. That seems really wrong. That would be... stone disease? Sign of stone disease is skin cornification and cracking. The skin resembles earth cracked by heat, which is how the symptom got its name. That seems like what it is. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? That looks like earth cracking. Oh, he's got it all over. Here's peeling. Another skin symptom. There's only one diagnosis, which is stone skin. Visual impairment. Let's check out what photophobia means in this case. Uncomfortable sensations up to sharp pain in the eyes in response to light of normal intensity that previously caused no such reaction. Yeah, so it's like, it just hurts. Light hurts you. This guy's got to have stone skin. He has to have stone skin, right? But nothing on his legs. Interesting. Yeah, his legs are totally fine. Reagents. If even a Menku can't help, how come some city Erdem help? He can't. So part of stone skin is photophobia. He's kind of like holding his hand up over his eyes with the light. That's interesting. I didn't realize the game was going to be so subtle in its clues. Red eyes. What is ichthyosis? Uneven skin pigmentation, forming a pattern of dark-toned spots resembling scales or separated by paler areas. So you do want help, against Bado's will. I have some questions then. Your chest and back are calloused. Has it been like that for long? Be'ekeleke, she'bushagna. I'm turning into an Odong. I'll soon be like them all over. Their skin is tough, can't be cut, while their Bado is strict but fair. I accepted the Udar in my arrogance. I should also take the punishment. Can you at least tell me how long this has been happening to you? 6 days. Can such an ubsha come from nothing? It cannot. Even the herb brides who brought you believe you're sick, but not turning into an Odong. They're kin too, why don't you believe them? It's easy for brides to say. Mother Bado herself directs their dance. How can they know how it is for those who she doesn't direct? Tede medenegye. They say her heart beats very slowly, but I haven't noticed that. Has that been happening recently? The blood of an Odong is slow, viscous. Oh, that's right, we didn't actually see that. The heartbeat was normal. They are calm like the earth. Namdu Bayakada Hain. Now my heart is slowing too, calming me down. But right now you have a normal pulse. Maybe the agitation is raising it to normal levels. Interesting. Okay, so, like, he's nervous, therefore his heart rate is higher than it would be, which is normal. It is noisy here, Erdem. Hustle and bustle. Let me go back to the steppe. Namaya Gargata. And maybe my heart will slow. Like an Odong's. Let me think on what it is you're really transforming into. Okay. First record the discovered symptoms, then question the patient about them in detail. The stepwoman who brought Octane mentioned something about a heart issue. It's worth asking him about it. Okay, so if we didn't talk to them, that would be the piece that we were missing. In the casebook. I'm gonna go ahead and say stone skin. Let's talk to the next person. Bobak. Heal away, friend, for your benefit or mine. It doesn't bother me. For the benefit of the entire town, I dare say. You have the sand pest. It's fatal, but your blood will help other people to avoid catching ill. I guess this was my destiny all along. What a lucky man I am. I'll die, but I'll help others. People should stick together, don't you agree, Doctor? I like how his first thought is to kind of lecture him about being too close together when there's a plague and spreading infection. Literally sticking together. It's hard to achieve anything without the assistance of others. A doctor, for example, might have trouble diagnosing a patient who does not cooperate. I'm no good as an assistant, doctor. I don't know a thing about this science of yours, but if I can be helpful, I'll help gladly. It's the only way. Then please help me. Tell me what your health issues are. It's simple, really. I won't complain about my vagabond life, if that's what you mean. I deserve it, bruises and all. It has its charm. When you have no roof over your head, every time you bed down for the night, the celestial stars themselves lull you to sleep. That's not what I'm talking about. Has your health deteriorated lately? It's so cold, Doctor. How could my body not break down a bit? But it happens every year, so we're all used to it. When it gets cold, I shake. I get feverish, but I gather it will pass soon enough like it always does. Could your head be pounding because you've been drinking? You don't look sober. You're shaking, tripping over your feet. You cannot stand straight. How's a man supposed to get warm out on the streets? That's what spirits are for. Are you drunk or not? When was the last time you consumed alcohol? This is not an idle question. I don't want to write down irrelevant symptoms. How should I know, Doctor? They brought me here into all this ruckus and hurry. You tell me, turn over here, spit over there, roll up your sleeve, answer some questions. A good stiff drink would scramble my thoughts far less than this medical rigmarole. He's not answering the question. He's avoiding the question. Have you been drinking or not? It almost slipped my mind. The orderlies who brought you here told me that they found you by an infected house. What were you doing there? I've done nothing wrong. Nothing at all. I was going to lead the little bull out of that house, but I didn't. Oh, that's no good. I didn't keep my word. My memory is like a sieve. Did you enter a plague house or did you not? I think if I'd gone inside, I would have let out the little bull, right? For the girl. I would have done my best because I gave her my word. Interesting. We'll figure out later what you promised if the need arises. Now go get ready for an examination. I'm gonna have to, like, take samples from this guy too. Abrasions, results of poor hygiene, or consequences of infectious disease? Alright, we don't know. But the patient is itching all over. So his skin is itchy. But I mean, he's homeless, so that could be really anything. He also has some kind of, like, bruises. What else would you expect from a vagrant? It's not really ulcers. Okay, we'll just leave that off. Wow, okay, bruises all over. Vascular pathology, or was he beaten? Let's just write this down as pathology. Where would that be? Redness around the nose? His face is kind of red. Alright, that's definitely not anything. Itchy skin and redness around the nose do not lead to anything. Circulatory system? Severe pallor. Hematomas. There we go. Subcutaneous hemorrhages due to vessel damage. Externally appear as bluish, blurred spots. Can either be exogenous or endogenous in nature. Okay, that also eliminates everything. So, one of these is not a symptom. What's that? Abrasions. Patient is itching all over. Okay, so I think we're done. Let's ask him some follow-up questions. Thought he seemed to imply he gets beat up often. Yeah, he might just be beat up often, so that might be something. He also looks like he has a black eye. They used to let us into the theater when it was freezing outside. Now they even heal you. What a good place. A kind place. I wouldn't peg you as a theater goer. Did you see a lot of plays before the hospital was opened here? Our entire lives are like theater. When actors suddenly become homeless like us, wouldn't you say that's dramatic? They stage their plays outside now. Life like theater never stops, whether you're a person thrown out on the street or a piece of scenery falling off the rigging of the stage. I would rather discuss the state of your health. We have a lot in common. I too cannot stop, no matter what happens. Will you answer my questions? Ask away, doctor. That's what people really need from one another. A scrap of attention. I know that you need my answers for your important work. Who'd bother speaking to me if they didn't need something? Interesting. How did you acquire all those cuts and bruises? Oh, those. They just appear. Don't you ever wake up and just, you know, look like you've been beaten in your sleep? I wouldn't say it's normal, especially this much of it. Oh, pish, tosh. I sleep on the ground on a thin blanket, stones dig into my sides. So that leaves me beaten by life. Do you dig your face into those stones as you sleep? Did they give you those black eyes? I got a feeling you're not being entirely truthful with me. Always on the lookout for evil, aren't you, Doctor? Not just for sickness, but for the wickedness inside us humans. Lies, hatred, weaknesses in our character. Please, spare me that judgment, since I'm 1 foot in the grave. Okay, so that's it. We still don't know. He says he got the bruises from sleeping on the ground, but it does look like he just gets, like he is beaten all over. He is bruised everywhere. And he's being not very forthcoming with an answer for that. Your skin looks terrible, plus you're constantly itching. Excuse my lack of hygiene. A fellow becomes quite mangy and itchy when he can't wash or change his clothes. I'm not complaining though, no use wasting breath in it. I'm just reaping what I've sowed. Okay, so he thinks that, he's basically saying that his itchy skin is, hygiene, right? So if we remove itchy skin as a symptom, what do we get? Ink syndrome? Quirine syndrome. Hallucinations, headache, memory lapses, red eyes, darkened eye capillaries, skin redness. That seems like it might be it. Plus he seems like kind of an alcoholic, so we'll see. Let's keep going. What's this cut on your lip right here? Did your lips crack or did someone hit you? Could be the dry air, or eating preserves from a can. I don't even have a spoon, so I could have cut myself. So I'm not sure, sir. This is how I treat any blemish or cut. If I got it, it means I deserve it. Stay in the hospital and wait for me. Sleep in a warm place and not on the ground for once. Alright. I need to get a sample for analysis. Microscope slides left. How am I supposed to know where to take a sample from? They didn't give me like a brain sample? I don't know. What? Oh. Wait. Does this actually map to the like the casebook? This probably will give me an idea of like specific symptoms in different parts of him. Right? So, there we go. So it's like I can get a central nervous system sample, or vision, or mucous membranes, respiratory, skin, etc., etc., etc. So I can confirm or eliminate certain categories of symptoms. That's my guess. So I'm guessing hematomas are a symptom. And I'm gonna be right back. I'll see you all in just a couple minutes. I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Hello, Sulu. Welcome. Good evening. How are you? Okay, so... he lives in the gut, right? He said something about a house. Like going to the house and saving the bull. That's where Vlad lives. Thank you, Giga. Appreciate that. Alright, sample. Let's take a skin sample. Did that make him sick in the gut? Sample taken. How do I examine the sample? There we go. Oh! I steal all my own medicine. Rage just left one. Examine. Oh, did I take a gut sample? Whoops. Look for the red bacteria. Well, I found the red bacteria. Forgot what I'm supposed to do with this. There it is. I found it. L1? Ah, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Organ is affected. A pathogen has been found. Okay, well we knew that... I mean, we know he's sick with the sand pest, right? So... it was something in his gut. Interesting. Abdominal pain, diarrhea, dystrophy, geophagia. It's like eating dirt. Heartburn, belching, loss of appetite, nausea, and vomiting. This feels like Twyrene syndrome. If he's talking about, like, hallucinating, he's got bruising, darkened eyes, red eyes. His eyes aren't red, though. Alright. And there's, like some kind of gut symptom. So it could be dystrophy? Anemic vasculopathy? Or it could be Twyrene syndrome with nausea and vomiting. Selected symptoms can be discussed with patients. Okay, so I selected that, but it didn't say I could do anything with it. What's this? Morphe disappeared from the hospital. Whose doing is this if not the changelings? Loss of coordination? Why do you say loss of coordination? I'm tempted to just say it's Twyrene syndrome. Call it good. Which is basically like, you've been drinking too much. Hey, cowboys. Drunk? You had to ask him to hold still. Yes, you're right. I did. Twyrene syndrome. Alright, get out of here. Next. Sharp. Alright, this guy's got vein damage, it looks like. Something about his, like, they're just, like, popping out of his skin. Vein damage. This hospital is full of people. Did everyone really make it out? Doctor, answer me. I saw Kongor somewhere around here. He even had his eyes. Doctor, tell me, was it all just a bad dream? The train was just a toy and everyone in the car survived? Hey, Strawberry, yeah, you know, I'm not looking so hot, huh? Like, oof, man. It's been a bit of a time on some self-care. He's coughing as well. Would this be self-examination? Yes. 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 I'm gonna be examining myself in front of everybody. It's quite embarrassing. Don't look. Close your eyes, chat. It is not my job to indulge your delusions. Your attempt to escape the town was a failure. It ended as tragedy, with only a handful of survivors. You were lucky. How is that possible? Who locked us in? We're locked in, and I don't have the strength to lift my arm or my legs. Am I dead already? Then, where is everyone? Why can't I see them? Interesting. So there was like a... Maybe I can prevent that from happening. Because on day 4, there is that whole, like, you can leave the town sequence. We didn't engage with that. But I wonder if there's a way that we can prevent people from getting hurt as a result of that. Like, stop them from doing that. Huh. Can't lift your arm? Did you notice this weakness before yesterday evening? The carriage is all emptied out. Did we arrive already? Why haven't we arrived yet? Why haven't we even started moving? The doors. The doors won't open. Open up already, we're here. Let us out, we're here. This guy is obviously having some kind of either PTSD or some kind of bad hallucinations. Orderly, give him a sedative. The patient is having an episode. Okay. I'm afraid I don't have answers to your questions, but I sympathize with your situation and I want to help. Okay. Try to answer my questions. Let me examine you. There we go. His heart rate is fine. He's got some bruises. But, I mean, that's to be expected. He was trapped in a train car and crushed, so some bruising is to be expected. Holy dear God! Alright, that doesn't seem normal. Seems obvious enough, but there is such a symptom. That is a bad bruise. Okay. He's just covered in bruises. Bruises with hemorrhaging here too. He's just covered in bruises all over the place. Which, like I said, is not... yeah, I didn't see a place to, like, mark coughing in the book. Oh, there it is. Cough. He was coughing. Let's see. So... bruises. Interestingly enough, his legs are fine. It's interesting that, like, everybody that I look at that has weird skin conditions, their legs are totally okay. Did he get hit by a car? There was, like, a stampede, is what they said. A crush of people inside of this train car. As they realized that they were trapped. I have to ask, Doctor. Are you absolutely sure that everyone in that train car died? Why would he do that? He could have just taken our money. Why lock us in there? Interesting. Okay. Please try to answer my questions. You're bruised all over. They're pushing so hard. Shoving, kicking, screaming, trying to get out. They knocked me down. They're trampling on me, grinding their boots into my back. I don't believe it. I'm already dead. Did I die, Doctor? You didn't die. Let's move on to the next question. I have to ask you something else. The symptom might be key. When did you start coughing? It's past summer, when I started working with Kongor. His cough was so bad he could barely speak or breathe. That's why he asked me to help out. He knew he wouldn't pull through on his own. He didn't want to let anyone down. Yeah, okay, so he explained it. So all the bruising is certainly from getting crushed. Doesn't sound like a dry cough. Are you coughing out blood? Kongor coughed up blood, and now I do. Blood. Blood on the walls, blood on my face. Why are they screaming? This is just the blood Kongor coughed up, isn't it? He's not wounded or anything, right? Let's see. Just rest. Come here, little. You have a job to do.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. After death comes pain and woe.
Good. Yeah, I think Kongor was infected. Yeah, or something. Yes, Dr. Dankowski, I'm at your service. You found supplies for the microscope right on time. We have a case that needs lab testing. Do you want to learn how to do it? So now I should have... This is where I should have done the lab work. For all this light of learning, there is an awful lot of dark. Didn't expect sarcasm from you. In this walk of life, though, you'll need it. Let's begin. Here we have a patient, a survivor of the tragedy at the station last night. Almost any question plunges his mind into chaos. What can we do? Check out where he lives, perhaps? It's good to do both a visual examination and to collect data from third parties. But I want to show you another method, collecting samples. We have to be mindful of our limited resources when we use it, though. The patient has a very bad cough. He's coughing up blood. How many diagnoses in our list match this symptom? Let me check my papers. Just 1 minute. Coughing up blood matches 2 diagnoses. The list of symptoms almost matches. What matters is that every symptom correlates to a certain body system. It signals that this particular system is somehow affected. If someone is coughing up blood, what system do you think that relates to? The lungs. The lungs are affected. Now, find everything that's both similar and different between our 2 possible diagnoses. Check not only the symptoms, but also the systems affected. Remember, if the list includes at least 1 lung-related symptom, we'll see something in the sputum sample under the microscope. Even if the symptom hasn't manifested yet. That's correct. It hasn't manifested yet, but it's there. Must use reagents sparingly. So here's a trick. When you have several options, only check for the systems that help you narrow down a diagnosis. The first illness does not affect the mucous membrane, but has a gastrointestinal symptom. Okay. Okay, so should we take a sample from the mucous membrane and examine it through the microscope to pinpoint the diagnosis? Yes. When 2 diagnoses are possible, check which systems are affected and find the difference. Take samples based on this observation. Finally, use the microscope to look for signs of a particular illness. I get it, at least the general idea. Let's review the clinical signs. The patient is coughing up blood. So there are 2 possible options. We should narrow them down to 1 by using the microscope to examine one of the systems that differ between the 2 possible diagnoses. Yeah, sounds good. I will carry out the test myself. Watch and learn. What were we supposed to do? Was it the mucus? I forgot. Let's see. It was... He's coughing up blood. Is it hemoptysis? Or hemoptysis? Is that what that is? Or severe form of cough, indicating severe damage to the respiratory organs. Yes, okay, so there's 2. There's consumption and acute bronchopathy. Right. So if we test the mucous membrane, which is the mouth symbol, then we'll know if it's acute bronchopathy or consumption. Makes sense. I want the mouth membrane. Mouth symbol. Take sample. Sample taken. I have no more reagent left. I hope there's some in the cabinet. There's not. What do I do now? I have to find some more reagents. Why would they do this to me? I think I can go to the Stillwater and get reagents. I have so much morphine on me now. I am loaded.
Stop staring at me. Pushover.
Let's talk to Clara.
I detest trickery.
What do you want? Someone stole morphine from the hospital stock. Help me find the thief. Get lost, will you? You were so eager to help the hospital and now this. Do you talk to the patients like that too? Ugh, will you stop bothering me, Dr. Man? Leave me alone. I'm not in the mood for this. Look, I don't want to make a scene. Let's sell this the civilized way. Return the morphine and I'll turn a blind eye to it, just this once. So stifling in here. Stifling and stomach turning. I'm off to the pub. Can you even hear me? It's like I'm talking to a wall. Alright, so Clara went off to the pub.
If only I could live a year longer. The sky is cloudy, yet Earth awaits your casket, and filling your pockets is a whole lot of crickets.
Why are they here? Capella and Eva are both here. It seems your talk with Clara didn't go very well. What are you doing at the hospital? Are you trying to get infected? I come here sometimes. I can't really say why. I feel as though I'm responsible for these people, even though I can't help them. So you know Clara then? Are you acquainted? Nobody knows Clara. She doesn't even know herself. She appeared in town 5 days ago. Where she came from, who she is, it's all a mystery. I believe she's a living mirror. She's different for every person. What do you mean by that? Clara's voice depends on the mood, or rather the state of mind. But not her state, the state of who she's with. She loves talking to the Stamatons because they're different. One's always melancholic, apathetic, the other's always on edge, almost psychotic. They can hear her different voices. She likes that. So if I, for example, drive myself to apathy or psychosis, she'll stop calling me boring and deign to actually talk to me. You will hear her other voice, yes. She was headed to the pub just now. I think I'll drop in too. Interesting. So Clara only wants to talk to me when I am verging on death by apathy or death by psychosis. Cool. Awesome. Not great. Not good. Alright. Eva.
Last night I saw a violet star. I'd never seen one before.
Someone brought a note for you to the still water, but you weren't there. I promised to deliver it. But I couldn't resist reading it myself. Who brought it? An herb bride. I normally wouldn't have snooped, but she was acting so strangely, so I glanced at it. And it really does seem to be a matter of life and death, and Barack is involved. Must be very important if you decide to deliver it personally. Note from Herb Bride. You don't know me, but that's not important. My sister Nara is in grave danger. This danger has a name. Artemi Barack. Rumor has it he killed his father. He's a killer, a hollowed man. You're my only hope. Please don't reject my plea. Meet me at the water tower in the steppe. Okay, but we know that he didn't kill his father. Right? Or at least, we've decided to stick with him. When people accuse him of that. Meet at the steppe behind the Stillwater. Interesting. There's a water tower behind the Stillwater. Okay. Well, in any case, we have to go back to the Stillwater because we need to get some ingredients. Oh man, that freaks me out every time. Every time. I examined the patients, the results should be at the Stillwater. Look, I haven't finished my diagnoses yet. Stop rushing me. Number 33 reporting. I brought the reports on today's patients. Thank you. I haven't finished that yet. You can check the personal files to see whose diagnosis was missed. Yes, I know that. Thank you. Do you have any reagents, by any chance? If not, I don't know how to get some. Like, can I make it? Reagents. Looks like, yeah, maybe I can make it. It doesn't tell you what the actual, like, ingredients are. I think it's this and this. Okay, I don't have room for this. I have to make some stuff. Hang on. I don't have a place to drop anything either. Or do I? Take. Yep, there's nothing in there. Loot. There we go. Better. The series nails the eerie, creepy more than the scary vibe. Oh yeah, definitely. It's, surreal and unsettling. Sometimes that's all you really need. Right? It doesn't need to be obviously in your face, jump scares every other second. That would be a bit much. This, that, right? Reagents. Crafted. We can make some morphine, we can make some ascamine. Alkaloid extracted from henbane. Speeds up the heart rate, disrupts memory, provokes fits of rage. Immensely invigorating. Why does this require 3 things? How much calomel do I have? 10? Okay, we're good. Immensely invigorating, it says, and it's only 23. The strychnine is really the only thing that moves the needle these days. I have so much morphine. Oh my god. I've got 11 capsules of morphine. I am just... I need to find somebody to buy all this stuff off me. Morphin' out.
Keep quiet in the library.
It's morphine time.
Quiet.
So I think that's the... I think I can see the water tower that that person was talking about.
Someone's toying with me.
Okay. Let's go deal with this guy's sample. There we go. Add material. That's wrong, right? That's wrong. It's the intestines again. Is this broken? I know for 100%. Can somebody please verify that I took out the mucous membrane and not the intestines? Holy Moses. Organ is affected. Pathogen has been found. I got one of the diagnoses wrong. By the way. I can see already that there's like an X in the bottom left-hand corner. Okay. Open casebook. I mean, this basically means that we can't do this. Is that broken? That might actually be broken. Is this where mucus is stored? No, there's a specific thing, mucous membrane, right? From, like, the mouth. I gathered a mouth sample, and I got a gastrointestinal tract sample. So, it basically means that I can't, it's a 50-50 now. The intestines were highlighted. Shit, really? Well, I guess we'll just have to 50-50 it. Because we can't, like, figure this out. We can come back and do this again tomorrow. I should say, when we redo this day for the second time. Let's see, what is this? Diarrhea, dystrophy, is consumption. Okay, so it has to be consumption. He has consumption. If this is affected, then it's consumption. Okay. So we know we know we got one of these incorrect. Results would be delivered directly to the still water after 6 in the evening. The question is, which one did we get incorrect? It goes from left to right, so it might be that we got, like, I'm pretty sure we got the Twirene one right, but I'm really surprised if the stone skin disease or whatever is incorrect for the other guy. Well, what's next? Herb Bride wants to talk to me here. We can go talk to Victor Kane. That should be pretty easy to knock out. It's already almost 6 o'clock. There's a lot of stuff to do already. Is that a cat? What is that? It's a grinder. Why is a meat grinder here? Good question.
Talmud could see me now. They wouldn't have to resort to slaying.
This is the key to victory over Shabnak. I must collect the spores from the ground into the prototype. Shabnak is not going to like this, but I shouldn't turn away for too long or flee. Shabnak did not like that. I got the sample to the still water. There is an Olympic with a long beak there in which I can prepare the charge. No time for the analyzer. What did I just do?
This is all staged. A farce. A Mysterium.
We need to get out of here. Where am I going? Is one aggressive cabbage? Yeah. Yes. It's, no. A little bit past its prime. Okay, so we got the spores. I don't know what that does for us. I've never done that before. We got picked up by the Shabnak, but honestly, things could have gone better. Or worse, I should say. Things could have gone worse. Let's go talk to Victor and see how he's doing. Oh, it's you. Just 5 days in town and already they are telling tall tales about you. What else to expect from the word of the street, though? They used to tell things about my Nina, too. While she was alive. I hardly know anything of Nina Kana. I get it people saw in her. What did you call it, a mistress? They used to say that she could make a candle flame bow with just one look. That she was over 3 meters tall. Though her height was really quite ordinary, her temper, though, it made everyone feel small around her, lost in her shadow. What kind of tall tales do they tell about me now? I think you can guess. They call you a tyrant, so you're the one who's infected the town. That you issue draconian decrees trying to kill as many people as possible. That you're a sadist. That you like to watch people suffer. They are afraid of me. Good. They should be. Thank you for shouting out Brent in the chat. Appreciate that. Cool down your rage, Dankovsky. That's how it has to be. People don't invent tales out of spite. They do it out of helplessness. Power is only enjoyable in books. In real life, power is a burden, a yoke, a sacrifice. That's what heroism is all about, isn't it? Sacrificing and not expecting gratitude. I guess that's true. Exactly. You could have dodged taking power in town. You and I both know this. Were it not for your draconian decrees, your efforts, the town would be standing on the brink of extinction by now. I'm grateful to you for that. Thank you, I needed to hear that. This doesn't mean I condone your methods, though. Perhaps I think you're too harsh myself. Your son told me there was a trapdoor in every word the Canes say. Casper? He's repeating after Simon. But I've never shared that thought myself. Compared to Simon and Georgie, I'm a down-to-earth man. My head's not in the higher realms, and I talk to you openly. That's what I like about you. With you, I can discuss earthly matters. You know a lot more than me of everything that has to do with the anti-plague measures. I recognize that. I might have been as cruel as you were I in your place. I might have been even worse. Thankfully, you're the one who has to choose between cruelties, not me. Dolcia non novit, qui non gustavit amara. Sympathy. Truly, the Canes are a family worthy of friendship. Despite some eccentricity, they're excellent conversationalists. It's just like, okay, great. I guess we're just chit-chatting away with the Canes now because we like them. Hang out with them. So, good. Change for the better. Yep. So that's a much more desirable outcome than the last time we talked to Simon, and then not Simon, Victor, and then we decided to commit suicide. Yeah. Could be worse, I guess. Okay, we're gonna have to redo the day at least one more time, so might as well just make it official. We missed one of the diagnoses. And I do blame chat. Okay, so do I not get to talk to him again? I can only talk to him one time a day? Or something? What is this? It's 7:30. They told me that the diagnoses would be verified by 6 p.m. So I don't know why I can only talk to him once. Apparently. You've come. Bear La Imshen. And Mother Bado caressed your step. I was afraid that it was all for naught. The contents of the note were quite intriguing. Barak is a strange fellow, sure, but calling him a murderer? I do hope you have proof. I am an Alal Ganaya, a bride of the steppe. But it doesn't matter. I've come asking for help for my sister, not myself. She is my Abgai, and she's in love with Barak. This must be stopped. Oh my god, I remember this person. I remember this character from the second game. I remember this, and it's very sad. What's wrong with being in love? It's a wonderful feeling. This is not that kind of love. Her love is a Bohir love, a Mu love, an Ubshe love. Her love is a noose that must be broken. Why come to me? Nara's life is in danger. I see it. She's tied herself to Barak too tightly. Her attachment strangles her like an Urman in the heat. An Ubsha love must be broken, healed, or it's Antarna. What do you suggest then? The problem is not with Nara, it's with Barak. He's hollow inside, I see it. Echoes always resonate within his body. Those echoes, that void, that's what calls to Nara. That void will kill her. The void cannot love. It lures other people's love inside itself and kills it. When I saw the word hollowed in your notes, I thought you'd misspelled hallowed. Apparently you think he's literally hollow. Barak knows the lines. He can plunge his hands into a body, a living body, a dead body. That's his gift and his curse. He knows the lines. But he does not know limits. He is unable to say no to himself. And neither will Nara be able to say no to him. Don't you see? Isn't Barak... Is Isidore Barak is dead? This is his son, Artemi Barak. The protagonist of the second game. What are you implying? That he'll dissect her alive? Nonsense, why would he do that? Nara will allow him to plunge his hands into her body. She will ask him to do it. She wants to be with him so badly, to merge with him, that he will kill her in the end. Okay, so this is interesting because when we talked to Barack earlier tonight, he didn't say, he said, actually, if I ask her, she will not say no, which implies that he's going to ask her to let him take out her living organs. Quite gruesome. Bekhara, it is also about you. I saw Nara lying on the ground dead, empty, hollowed out in Barack's embrace, and you were beside them. You were also in that dream, so you must go to meet him. Where could he go? I don't know where he is, but I know where to find her. Go to the Bone Steak lot. Talk to her. You'll see that Barack is her disease. Don't let him plunge his hands into her body. I hope it's not too late. And we got huge mania! Oh my god! We're so sick! Local dancer fears for her friend. She is in danger because of Barack, allegedly. She's way over there. Nara's life is at stake here. That's why they make you so manic. How the hell do I get out of here? So you have the movement speed buff. But first, a quick stop by the Olympic. We have to get to her fast, but nothing stops progress. Prepare the projectile. I've collected a sample from the plague's focus. I'll inspect it with my special lab equipment. Then I'll make a special mixture from it. This is my weapon. Better than a gun. Perhaps I can clear out the focus of infection. The focus of infection must be eliminated today while the projectile lasts. What does that mean? What is the focus of infection? Hello? You're not the person? Professor Tellman. This is a different person. This is not the inspector. Head of another lab. He was so very positive that every answer lay in the depths of one's psyche, and when the answers weren't there, Tellman would happily plant them. It would have been unforgivably stupid on its own, but even worse was the fact that I called him friend, and he summoned the commission on me, the rat. So the plague appeared to you in the form of an enraged woman? That's telling. Could you briefly describe the nature of your relationship with your mother, Dankowski? Alright, good night, Golian. Have a good one, I'll see you next time, alright? Get some rest. Where is the inspector? It was determined during the investigation that you need a psychiatric evaluation, so you can form a psychological profile. I agreed to draw it up, because it's better if it's someone you know, less outcry that way. So you're here to officially declare me insane? Not in the slightest. Firstly, it isn't true, and secondly, even if it were true, I'm not sure I'd be allowed to declare you as such. Insanity, you see, absolves one of responsibility. I'm not telling you anything about my mother or my father, and certainly not about the topic you're so interested in. You will inevitably do so, but I can work with a story told in hints too. Let's approach this from a different angle. You collect a sample of some dirt from the ground in a plague-ridden district. You take it to analyze it. It all seems perfectly logical so far, but then the analysis showed that the soil sample contained unusual cells, which I believe belonged to the sand plague. They were alive, but in a dormant state. To put it in layman's terms, they were asleep. So it truly was a sample of the plague, a decisive step toward a vaccine. I managed to activate the cells using stimulants and topical irritants. The result was a plague sample, but an unstable and extremely dangerous one. I could not administer such a thing to a patient. It wasn't weakened like in a vaccine. It would have killed them outright. But you could still observe the cell's behavior. I noticed something curious. In the laboratory environment, the plague cells were sorted to autophagy? In other words, they began devouring each other. It's as if deep down the plague despises itself. What feelings does that image evoke in you? It is impossible to use that sample for a vaccine, but an unusual thought occurred to me. If the activated plague cells were devouring themselves, perhaps they could be used to create an antidote. Not for sick people, it would kill them, but for infected districts. How would that even work? I mixed the activated cells with a base for a compound to be dispersed with my prototype. It created a caustic, aggressive reagent that was only good for a few hours. By applying it to a plague contagion epicenter, it could force it to devour itself and cleanse the district. Interesting. How bold. I can see why people admire you, Dankovsky. Having loaded my prototype with this cleansing agent, I headed back to the plague district to kill an enraged woman. To disperse the reagent at the infection's epicenter, to reduce the level of infection in the town significantly. You speak of your actions in a manner that sounds scientific, even professional, but there are witnesses who claim that you began hallucinating a certain female figure in the infected districts. I saw you attack it. Don't deny it, Daniil. A local myth describes the plague as a step golem that supposedly pretends to be a woman. I simply adopted the imagery. You know, canonical killers, people in a manic state, have a certain behavioral pattern. They strive to kill bad people. Often women, often marginalized, in order to cleanse the city. I dispersed the reagent at the focus of infection, and the rate of infection decreased. It's also been noted that on the very first day after your arrival, the town was gripped by mass psychosis. The townspeople were killing stepwomen because they thought there was a murderous golem among them. Do you think this psychosis could have affected you as well? I don't remember anything of the sort on the first day. And I just want you to realize, Daniil, why you're sitting here, why I wrote that note about you. You are a danger to yourself and others. You are driven by hallucinatory manias. It's not a sin, but you must acknowledge that you are not of sound mind. Only then can the healing begin. And by healing, you mean electroshock, right? I sincerely hope that when you released toxic gas at what you thought was a woman, it truly was just a cloud of plague cells. Stay strong, Dankovsky. We will overcome all of this together. No, I will, and I'll make you pay. Okay, so now we have the thing. How do I use it? How do I use it? Is it just like... now it can disperse the Shabnak? If I do that? Is that how that works? I have no idea. So if we go back to the plagued district... then we look for the Shabnak, or at least let the Shabnak come to us. And then I use the thing on the Shabnak. Does that cleanse the district? That's what it implies. Now I need to find Shabnak. Once I find her, I must prepare the projectile to fire the projectile. R1 to prepare, R2 to fire. Hit the plague with it and reduce the infection. I only have one attempt. Shabnak is unpredictable and I only have one attempt. Before taking a shot, I should immobilize it with a bonfire or the prototype. So we have to find it first.
Who are you, Scarecrow? Masked actor, perhaps? Your fantasies should be studied, Dankovsky.
Prototype projectile mode. You've subdued her for today. The town is recovering from the plague. She awaits you on other days. She will be stronger. Why did you not tell me that before? Does that mean... Okay, so... I've reduced the plague today, and now she's gonna come back later and be stronger, and... okay, great. So, is that a good thing, or did I just mess everything up? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. Why did it look like she was shagging the bonfire? She gets, like, CC'd by the bonfire. Whenever there's a bonfire, she has to, like, stop. It like... puts her in place for a little bit. That's why it was important that I do that. So she doesn't move around and I don't miss. Isidore Barak. So that's the place where I go to. That's his house, basically. So what I'm getting is that the what I just did means that she's no longer going to chase me today. That's my takeaway there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Sorry. Is that him right there? Is that Artemy? No, who is this? Look at him squirm. Thought you were clever, huh? Told you I'd catch you, didn't I? Let me go! Ow, let me go! Help! Quit thrashing, you cur. You're not getting out. I warned you, didn't I? I said I'd put you in a cage, didn't I? So you keep still now. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. We got orders to put up wooden scarecrows around the town. I started my watch this morning. I saw this little scoundrel. Let me go, it hurts. I saw this urchin right here set fire to our scarecrows. Gave him a talking to and left it at that. Quit squirming. I tried talking to you, didn't I? So there I was, standing watch, and I saw the little ragamuffin come back and set them on fire again. Why are you setting fire to the scarecrows, you little vandal? My mother's gotten sick. It's really bad. What have our scarecrows got to do with that? Are you a complete dimwit? Fire kicks the plague out, so I heard. They say there's no plague where there's lots of fire. I'm fighting the plague. The plague really does fear fire, but I'm afraid burning scarecrows won't help. No one will help her either. Only I can. She'll die if I can't help her. I can help. I'm a doctor. Yeah, and I'm a step jerboa. I've seen what you do to sick people in their homes. You burn them alive. I'm not giving you my mother. Nobody's burning people alive. I've seen them torch houses with my own eyes. I hate them. Who torched houses? Who did you see? Alright, let the kid go. Home or off the face of the earth, it's up to him. Don't you realize? As soon as he pops around the corner, he'll set fire to property again. Making sure he doesn't set fire to anything is what they put you here for. Chase him off. Your job is to protect the scarecrows, not torment kids. Yeah. Buddy. Where am I going? This way.
Optics, vision. Their answer is in mirrors.
Looks like we're a little bit late.
You don't know what you've got until it's gone.
Physician, how did you know I was here? Never mind, I brought you live tissue. Hurry, we don't have much time. Nara, I'm too late. Nara was infected with the sand plague. She didn't stand a chance. Just like Conjure. I told her about our work, about how important it is, and she agreed to help. When I said we needed an organ, I didn't mean a vital one. A tiny piece of a kidney would have sufficed. That's not true, physician, and you know it. If we understand how the sand plague behaves in the heart, it'll be a breakthrough. Make haste. The tissue is still alive, but not for long. Fine, give it to me. I'll tell you what I think. We really don't have the time. So now I have Nara's heart. The heart of the infected herb bride has been cut out of her alive. You just study it while it's still beating. The analyzer is in the still water. I thought the analyzer was, like, here. That's the whole reason I have that guy following me around. Is that not true? Anyway, let's get back to the still water quick. With haste. While it's still beating. So I have to go through one plague district, one rioting district, just to get back home. At least I don't have to be chased by the Shabnak. It's just like a little dip in. Just a little dip in. Oh, that's right. If I make it through one district, then I have a free passage to wherever I'm going. Which is nice. It means I don't have to do more than one every time I go anywhere. What time is it? Past midnight. Microbe is captured in living tissue. A vaccine can be prepared from a living microbe that will protect other countries and cities from the disease. Dabba-dabba-da. The sinister microbe that turns human blood into a boiling brew has been finally caught. Yes, a sacrifice had to be made, but what is this doomed victim compared to the perfect discovery? So that's really interesting because, like, yes, Barack had to, like, kill somebody, but she was... So, herb brides don't die when they're infected with the plague. That's the whole lore behind them, is that they just don't die from it. Except that other one that did, obviously died, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Anyway, we have, like, the perfect thing here. Barack did a horrible thing, but I feel like I couldn't stop him. Didn't get to him in time. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see how that affects, like, later aspects of the game. If you don't save her in time, and you take the heart, and you inspect it, and now you can save everybody, it seems like. The perfect discovery is how it's described here. So, interesting to see how that works out. It's already 1:30, so the day ends at 2 a.m. We should probably reset and do this again. I don't know which of these I got wrong, but I am almost positive I got that one correct. We'll see. Maybe it'll tell me. I can only talk to this guy once a day. Late again, Doctor. Well, punctuality has never been your finest virtue. Late for what? I don't recall scheduling a meeting with you, Heron. Whatever you say. After all, you're my superior. I came to discuss a certain inconvenience. Perhaps you've noticed the still water has grown uncomfortably crowded. I have. It seems you've decided to gather the strangest possible people in the emergency command. There's a constant stream of supplicants and assistants all circling for your notice, and getting none from dawn to dusk. That, beatific girl. What are you getting at? Unlike you, I'm not a doctor, but I still understand that the sand pest spreads easily. To collect so many possible carriers under one roof is a foolish strategy. Assuming it even is a strategy and not mere chaos. During an epidemic, wouldn't people be better off keeping their distance from one another? Oh, that's the command. Those are the people down there are working for the emergency command. So what do you propose? We can't send the command away. We have work to do. What I propose is, how should I put it? A reduction in density. Don't stand as close to me as you are now, and don't permit anyone else to stand so close to you either. The disease spreads through contact. You may be right. In fact, you're more right than you even know. Everyone in town ought to isolate from everyone else. New idea. Social distancing. Oh man, this is great. This is like COVID simulator. I love it. Focus of infection eliminated. So we actually have bought an additional day. Now we were... Yeah, exactly right, Brad. It's for the greater good. Previously, we had only access up to day 6, but now we have access up to day 7. So I'm wondering if eliminating the focus of infection every day, and that obviously makes a difference. The plague receded. Fighting Shabnak is a good alternative to decrees. Interesting. So I don't necessarily need to make the decrees. I can simply kill the Shabnak. Which makes it easier for me to have, like, an effect. Prohibit dying. Just don't die. No dying. I like how it's called denial. Just, yeah, this isn't happening. Nothing's going on here. Minus 10 contagion, plus 5 unrests. Protection from Shabnak. Stopping time. Curfew. Okay, so we definitely need to make a difference between today and day 7. We have to get the vaccine done for today. We have to. Otherwise, this is just not going to work out. So let's go ahead and do that. Decree is done. Hello, Eva. Let's do this day one more time. So if I understand right, doing the same day again does not whoa, hello. Does not consume amalgam. Seraphima. Chief, thank God you're alright. They wouldn't let us see you for so long. Suspect Daniil Denkovsky, bachelor. You have 2 minutes to talk. Do you know this woman? Of course you did. Why did you bring her here? I'm the only defendant in this case. They didn't bring me here, Chief. They let me see you because I demanded it myself. And they agreed just like that? It's a trap, Seraphima. You just up and disappeared. I heard they brought you in for a chat. Do you even understand how long this chat has been going on for? I've filed complaints with a couple of offices, but of course, that went nowhere. So I've come to see you myself, and I won't leave until I'm certain you are being treated properly. They've subjected me to a most refined form of torture, droning on and on, rehashing my biography. Stop messing around, Chief. The main Thanatica archive is in your head. We can't lose it. I won't have it. Interesting. Unfortunately, that is true. Listen, Daniil, walls can be rebuilt, experiments can be redone, samples collected again, but your mind... You weren't yourself when you came back from the Gorkon. It's like you became a different person. Look at me. I need you to walk out of here as the man you were before you left for that trip. What do you mean different? How so? Alright, Citizen Lokvitskaya. You wanted to make sure your father is alive and well. As you can see, we have not laid a finger on him. But discussing business with him? No, that's forbidden. I'm her dad? What? That wasn't part of our agreement. Wrap it up. Father? Oh, she... Okay, got it. It was a ploy. Oh, right. Thank you for coming to see me, my darling daughter. I'm doing fine. Now be a dear and leave, both this place and this city. You're the founding father of Thanatica. They've accused me of failing to save the town, but my real crime is wanting to disrupt the order of things. Somehow the powers that be really need people to keep dying. Damn it all, Chief! Tell them whatever they want to hear if you must. They don't care what really happened out on the Gorkon. But no matter what you do, you have to be yourself when you walk out of here, got it? Your own self. You are worried about me personally. Please don't be. I'll make it out. Daniil had something happen to him. Interesting. Day 5. Why am I on day 6? Did I move to day 6? I don't remember moving to day 6. Start day. Which is not the end yet.
This is it.
Okay, I did not want to do this. I wanted to go back and do day 5 again. Alright, day 5. Cool. So we didn't get one of the diagnoses correct. We don't know which one. They don't tell you. Okay, we got that one finished. We still have to go talk to Stack. Get that whole thing taken care of. What would you have found in Isidore's house today, Denkovsky? Now you'll never know. Reset progress on missed opportunity. Okay, I think it's one of these two. I'm pretty sure I got this right, and I'm pretty sure I got that right. But I don't know. Again, there's no way to tell. It was the second... It was the leftmost one that I got wrong. So... It might have been Octay, but we'll see. I don't want to redo them all. Change for the better. Building connections. Alright, the Canes. Working with the guy from Lana's place. Start the day. Local doctor. Thefts. Saved Reuben from the grave. Diagnose Octay. Okay. So, was it really not stone skin? Feels so weird for it to not be stone skin. This was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Okay, got it. So this one was correct. Stone skin is correct. This guy, we said he had Twirine syndrome. Unfortunately, Bobak passed away after your treatment. You know, young man, for a second there, I almost thought you saw us as people and not as street dogs. It's a shame that in the end it turned out to not be the case. Signed, The Good, unlike you. So let's go back again. Let's restart this day, day 5. Alright, Bobak. That guy was not Twirine syndrome. What else did I change? This. Everything else is good. Start date. So I slew the Shabnak? Does that mean that, it stays gone for today? I don't have to do that again? Find the morphine. Yep. Re-diagnose. Octay is not going to turn into an Odong. Oh no. Alright, first things first, let's go do that diagnosis again. I want to get that right. Oh, now the area is rioting. Interesting. So I did banish the Shabnak, but now that area of town is rioting instead. Huh, because I got rid of it. Like, when you get rid of the plague, the next day there's a riot. That's how it works. Little Artemy.
Shh! Stop squirming! Everything's alright now.
Someone stole morphine from the hospital stock. And if I say I suspect you, maybe to inject patience and tell them it was you who'd taken their pain away. Why do you need it? Not in the mood. Morphine theft is a serious crime. Stifling in here. Alright, so she went to the pub. I have to go interact with her when we're either manic or depressed. One of the two. Okay. So we did not get this guy's diagnosis correct. Let's do another inspection. Has her health deteriorated lately? He has a headache. I shake, I get feverish, but I gather it'll pass soon enough like it always does. Could your head be pounding because of the drinking? Okay, so it's not Twirine syndrome. It's not that. So he has headaches. Shaking? Where would that be? Loss of coordination? Yeah. You're shaking, tripping over your feet. You cannot stand straight. There's a loss of coordination. How's a man supposed to get warm in the streets? That's what spirits are for, okay. Spirits don't actually help you stay warm. The orderlies that brought you here told me they were found you by an infected house. What were you doing there? I was going to lead the little bull out of the house, but I didn't. Okay, so my memory is like a sieve. Is he having memory lapses and hallucinations? Like, this is all part of this. Wait, burning fever might actually also be this. What is that prevents this from being burning fever? The hematomas? So if we take that off, and burning fever actually also meets the symptoms. Headache, hallucinations, loss of coordination, and memory lapses. Who keeps cattle inside their home? A bull for the girl. I promised I'd lead it out, but I didn't. Figure out later what you promised. If the need arises, let's get ready for an examination. Abrasions on the skin. So he says that all of his, like, obvious surface level symptoms. There's also this, so it could be nausea and vomiting? There was something in the gastrointestinal tract as well, right? Burning fever has diarrhea. Could it be diarrhea? Eczema? Is that what is on his skin? Is that what that is? It's not actually like... He's itching because of his poor hygiene. But he has skin irritation. Bruising, he says, he gets from sleeping on the ground. I'm leaning toward burning fever. Leaning toward that. So if we know Twirine syndrome is wrong, burning fever is the only other option, so it has to be this. It has to be this. Burning fever. We're gonna lock that in. Boom. Okay. We can head back out for the rest of the day. We got burning fever, buddy. I know this because I can see the future.
What?
Okay. This is where we learn that Clara wants us to be either, like, very emotional, not balanced. Which you like to use a lifeline and pull the audience? What does the audience think? Is it burning fever? Final answer? So no Clara. Nobody knows Clara. We're all different for every person. Clara's voice depends on the mood, or rather the state of mind. I gotta go drop in. Final answer. Got it. Good. I agree. Stick him up. Get on your knees. Forgot to loot the clock. Oops. It's fine. Everything's fine. I have no stuff because I forgot to loot the clock. It's fine. There's bound to be a clock somewhere else, right? Where am I going? So the Shabnak really is kind of banished for the day, which is great. I don't have to worry about interacting with her at all. Okay, so there's Maria. We already talked to Maria. First time we came through here and did this. The Shabnak was your favorite character? Oh, that's right. She was your clay demon monster girlfriend. I forgot about that.
Hober de hoy. Half a man, half a boy.
Hello, Sticky. Again. The lock was broken so that you could never open it. That's what I'm saying. Master Barak couldn't have died just like that. No way. I think so too. You know, I didn't like you at first, Big City Man. You and your foppish coat. Everyone's oohing and eyeing over you while our bear gets dragged through the mud. But I can see now, you're alright. Good luck. Still, I advise you not to investigate Istor's death alone. His son is certainly interested in learning the truth. Failure. That's fine. We already know what's in the... We already know what's in that room. This is just the breadcrumb back to the second day. The chase. What's that? The chase. Yeah, we've already done all of that. Yep. Yep. Okay. What's this? Changeling only communicates with those on her wavelength. So if I go, like, super manic with Clara...
Stop looking at me like a dead fish.
Do I get a different personality than if I go super apathetic with her? I wonder. So many people here. Why are they here all of a sudden? That's so weird. Okay, so we can go here, then... Here, then... Wait, take that off, then go here. Oh, this is the bar. I'm already there. I need to be manic before I go into the bar. So let's sit here and warm our hands for a little bit. So how manic do I need to be exactly before she talks to me? Do I just need to be in the mania range, or do I need to be like way on the end of it, I wonder? Let's find out. There's a clock. Hello, Clara. Not only are you boring, but you're also annoying like a fly. Are you going to keep hovering around me like that? Well, you don't like it. Not even going to say anything? Whatever. Now I'm super manic.
He's looking after you from above. Protecting, perhaps, or preparing. Why are you looking at me like that?
There we go.
I don't
get a
bite.
different one. I'm so sick of you shadowing me everywhere like some maniac. We have a missing morphine problem, and I need to find the man who stole it. Or the woman. All this uproar over a couple of stupid morphine vials. I took them, okay? It was me. You're owning up to it just like that? Why not? I'm in a good mood. And perhaps you might tell me why you needed it. I didn't take it for myself. I took it from Mama, and I gave it to her. Saburova, then. She asked you to steal it and you agreed? Just like that? What if she asks you to kill someone? You try living with her a while. When she starts whining and pleading, it's easier to just get her what she wants than to explain why she can't have it. Easier to fetch her morphine than to listen to her moan about her pain and suffering. Don't you have the gift of healing? Cure her with a laying on of hands and that's that. Problem solved. Or does laying on hands not quite do the trick? What gives? She's weak. She doesn't believe in me. When she feels good, she does, but as soon as she's in pain, she starts whining for her morphine. I had to steal it, just so I wouldn't have to listen to her moaning. Where is she now? Home at the Rod? Just a bit ago, I could hear her moaning from all the way over here. She's quiet now. The morphine must have helped. I'm going to have to suspend you from the hospital. Theft is unacceptable. Well, we found the culprit. Clara stole the morphine, and now Katerina Saburova is abusing it. She's abusing the morphine. I am so speedy! Oh my god! The world is abuzz with mania. Alright, a couple things. We need to do some morphine ourselves.
Why would
and
it
then heal.
Why does everyone come to gawk at me?
Why, look who's here. The one and only Bachelor Dankovsky has deigned to honor, nay bless us, with his presence.
But this structure is miraculous.
Please don't shout. I have
There'll
a
never
migraine
be
as it
another
is.
thing like it.
That's because you're a slow drinker. Too slow. I'm way ahead of you. Do you know Clara? Have you known her long? As long as I can remember. It's about 2 days. She's utterly mad, and I love her for it. I try to speak to her as little as possible. She's depressing. Come now, why would you say that? We were just here having a great time. She was telling her stories. I almost died laughing. Her stories make you want to hang yourself. There's a darkness to everything she says. That's because you have no sense of humor, and you're a slow drinker. Here, let me top you up. What stories did she tell? Well, she was telling me about her mother talking to a giant rat. I was picturing a rat in a hat and a raincoat. What a riot. I see nothing to laugh at. Clara wasn't trying to make you laugh. She was asking if there was a way to cure someone of an addiction. You're just very absent-minded. She was telling us that her mother worshipping... She was telling us about her mother worshipping a talking rat. So she was telling you two about Saburova, is that right? How could it be Saburova? The Saburovs have no children. Oh, wait, are you telling me Clara's her daughter? Such choice gossip going around town, and I'm out of the picture. Unacceptable. I don't think we should pry into the affairs of others. What do you mean we shouldn't? It's what I live for. It's what I opened the pub for. A pub is like a lightning rod for gossip, you know. So Saburova talks to rats now. Imagine that. Why are you lying? Clara didn't say anything about a rat. It sounds like you're talking about two different people. What? No, she's sitting right over there. We just talked to her. I'm still laughing. And I'm still in a daze. I suspect she's stealing morphine from the hospital. Seriously, what a gas. That's what I call really living your life. Can't say I'm surprised. I imagine only morphine can drown out her screaming soul. And you wouldn't think by the look of her that she's on sedatives. I'd say she's the exact opposite. Borderline psychotic. You're borderline psychotic. Your face is borderline psychotic. That's why you think she likes you. She's like you. I think I understand now. Duality. Different people perceive the changeling differently. It seems connected to her interlocutor's state. Her interlocutor's state. Let's get out of here. Got a blast. How do I even get to that house? Looks like it's surrounded by a complete wall. There's a gate, it looks like?
Вот не ждали, Илью. Мало мы вас вешали. Иди сюда.
Okay. Hello? Was anyone here? This place is just empty? Is there nothing here? Katerina Saburova, leader of the Humbles cult, the last mistress of the town. Mistresses, that's what they called the women here who supposedly possess magical power. Her little picture is surrounded by rats, by the way. They possess the ability to see the future or to change it. There were legends of miracles performed by other mistresses, but people said Katerina lacked the gift. I think her ill reputation came about because she was barren.
What is this disease?
Well, are you done digging through other people's belongings? What is this, Katerina? How did you get a hold of morphine? Astounding! You barged into my house, rummaged through my things, and now you have the audacity to ask me about morphine. Have you no shame, Bachelor Dankovsky? Stop dodging my question. I recognize these vials. They're the ones handed out at the hospital every morning. What were they doing among your stuff? You've planted these vials here! Just now, I'll call the guards. No, I'm the one who will call the guards, then we'll know who planted what. What do you know of pain, Dankovsky? Answer me, what do you know of pain? I know addicts like to go on about it. They believe, wrongly, that no one else feels pain. The nerve. If only you could feel a fraction of the suffering that I'm going through. You're a doctor. You ought to be helping people, not making tawdry accusations. You've stolen morphine from a hospital. You've stolen from the sick. How could you even conceive of such an idea? Imagine your veins were filled with broken glass, and every heartbeat pushed the shards further in, cutting you from the inside. That is pain. And when the shards reach your heart valves and pierce them, the pain grows even stronger. I don't care to lecture people. Your life is yours to ruin as you please. All I ask is that you don't steal from the hospital. We're running low on supplies as it is. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. I know. You used Clara. That doesn't make it better. Quite the contrary, in fact. No, it's not that. I did not want to steal, but he left me no choice. He made me, said Clara had access, that she was allowed in the hospital, said that she wouldn't refuse me. Who is he, your husband? No, I can't tell you. I did have a man in the warehouses who got morphine for me, but a couple days ago, he stopped doing it. I don't know why. I felt awful, sick, in great pain. Do you know how that feels when you're in pain and have no one to talk to? So I summoned him. Who did you summon? The Rat Prophet. Oh, the Rat Prophet, right. I remember that guy from the second game. Is that someone's criminal alias? He can be met at the stairway to heaven under certain conditions. And what are those conditions? He only comes at night, when the southern wind blows. Do you even hear yourself? He has a keen sense of smell. When the northern wind blows, the town carries a different scent. There's a chill in the air. He doesn't like it, so he takes his leave for a time. Funny, Artemi Barak has a keen sense of smell too. Always talking about some scent or another. Maybe Barak is your so-called rat prophet? No, believe me, the prophet is hard to confuse with anyone. You'll understand it when you see him. It's not easy, but if you know the rules. I asked why sometimes he doesn't answer the summons. He said it's because of the wind. The wind is blowing from the south today. I'm sure he is in town, but tomorrow the winds will change and he'll leave. If you want to meet him, you should hurry. Tonight is your last chance. After that, you'll have to wait a few weeks. So I have to go talk to the Rat Prophet. Nice. At night, under one of the stairways to heaven. Why on earth would I want to meet him? Do you really think I believe you? Let's say I believe you. And there's some kind of prophet who only appears in town when the southern wind blows. How do I find him? He comes after dark to the stairway to heaven in the backbone. There's a small altar at the top with a skull on it. You'll need to stand before it and ring this bell. Here, take it. If you do everything right, he'll appear. And then he'll explain to me why he's incited you to steal morphine from the hospital, right? I have told you all I know, Denkovsky. You can mock me all you want. You can tell on me to my husband. You can lock me up in your isolation ward. I do not care. All I ask is for mercy. Don't take these vials away. I swear I will not steal from the hospital ever again. But I need these vials. Don't you understand? Perhaps you should go to the hospital and choose the person that will suffer in your place. What are you suggesting? Have you no shame? I'd never. Have you no heart at all? Don't feel like taking responsibility for the pain of others? Have you no heart? Just leave. I'm tired. I wish you all the best. Thanks for the tale about the Rat Prophet. I might even try summoning him. Make no promises, though. So, let's see. We refuse to give Katerina more of her morphine. She is addicted. I must help her. Leaving her morphine is out of the question. Grief used to supply Katerina with morphine. According to Katerina, I can summon the Rat Prophet at the stairway to heaven with a bell. Did I not finish this? In the case book? I locked the diagnosis in. Okay, got it. I'm just stealing the rest of your stuff, okay? Taking it all. Okay, what next? Okay, so there's where the Rat Prophet will show up tonight. It's only 2 p.m., so we have plenty of time to explore otherwise. So I have to go talk to Bad Grief, check in on Stack Reuben, and do whatever this is that's happening here, so we can head out for now.
Слышь, не стреляй! Вот сюда, доктор!
Alright, go here, then here. That whole northern part of town is completely screwed. Let's go check on Bad Grief. Ask him about what's going on. Hey, buddy.
A fool's tongue is long enough to hang them.
Don't hide your cheese, Brent. I'm only going to steal from that other lady, okay? Because she was stealing from me, alright? Did you steal from me? Did you take my cheese? Otherwise, I might just take it back. What do you want? A little bird told me there's a man at the warehouses who can help me get my hands on some morphine. Okay, I can guess what sort of bird that was, the sort that needs plucking to stick in the soup. That'd stop it singing for sure. You were the one getting morphine for Sabarova. Why did you stop? Look at you, Dankowski, coming over here and laying out all your trumps from the start. A fool gets women naked while the wise prefer naked truth. It was a nasty business with that morphine. Someone threatened you? Yeah, her husband. Who else? Said if I gave her one more vial, he'd, you know, pluck me and stick me in the soup. You won't catch me on the governor's bad side. So you do have morphine. Is it for sale? Nah, stay the hell away from morphine now. It's trouble, that stuff. Like a knife to the gut. That's what I'm here for. The town is heading for disaster. We need morphine badly. What am I, whatchamacallit, philanthropist to you? You think morphine grows on trees? My men risk their lives for this stuff. I'm not asking for it for free. Let's talk pricing. Let's just know it don't come cheap. Come on, show me. How much have you got? He's only got 2. And a bullet. This is 6. This is 4. It's 10. What is this? Big morphine. Got it. Cool. Alright, now I have more morphine. Don't come cheap costs 10 walnuts. I'll just take this, thank you. I'm rich. Grief agreed to trade with me, but the price will be steep. So we can get morphine from Bad Grief, but it's going to cost us a lot of money. Which honestly is fine. Oh, hello? Ah, my leg, my damn leg! What am I gonna do? And what are you doing, if you don't mind me asking? Nothing special, really. I'm standing still. Frozen, obviously. I can see that, but why on one leg? Don't ask me, ask the town hall. You heard the new decree, they've abolished time. I was mid-step when the order came down, so now we're both stopped in our tracks, both time and I. Can't even scratch my nose or pass gas. It was a figure of speech. A joke. Do you understand? Don't be ridiculous. Who jokes about public safety? No, I won't be tricked. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm staying put until they revoke the decree. Fair enough. Your leg, your choice. This guy is taking it a little bit too seriously. A little too seriously.
Where are my right paws? Where are my bloodhounds?
Hey, what's this now? Why does it move crooked like that? And why'd you take this one of mine from another square? Are they playing chess together? Paws don't move crooked, chieftain. He's just invented that right now to swindle you. Since when do they take empty squares?
What?
I can't believe it's the first time you both hear of capturing en passant. I'm literally playing with people who don't know chess rules. There is such a rule. A pawn can't move 2 squares without risking being taken on both of them. It's the same with people, too. Can you even play yourself, or are you just the grandmaster of bragging? I know the rules, but that's not enough to be good at chess. True enough. I thought I could play, but here it is. Khan predicted my every move like some psychic. He's cheating, chieftain, I say he's cheating. I saw him hide a queen in his sleeve. Oh, come on, sleeve my foot. You're mixing chess with cards. Funny how you made friends with Khan while he's sitting in a cage. Nothing like that. Friends is what we used to be before. Now we're the most implacable rivals. Oh yeah? Implacable? Don't feel bad, Notkin. I'll teach you to play for real. You'll still pass me yet. Who taught you then? It's all my uncle. He loved chess for its clarity, for being all in the open. When you play cards, it's important to bluff, to hide your advantage. With chess, your opponent can always see your whole position. Chess teaches sincerity. Uncle used to say it was the most important thing. What about the witch that's visited you yesterday? You said it was her who taught you to sacrifice pawns. I see you've made yourself quite comfortable, Khan. Just sitting here in this cage, honing your chess strategies, receiving visitors every day. First of all, Notkin, I'd like to ask you to watch your tongue. Second, you're mixing something up. Yesterday, Maria and Campella visited me. Which of them are you calling a witch? Again with your little games, Casper. Do you think I can tell Maria? I can't tell Maria apart from that witch? No way. It's like she's not from these parts at all. We don't have anyone like that here. Me too, I've seen her too. She just looked... And it was like she splashed a whole boiling kettle on me. They're talking about the woman from the capital. Why did this mystery woman come in to visit you, Khan? There was no witch here. It's a nasty word, but whatever you call her, she wasn't here. They're just playing a practical joke on you, Dr. Dankovsky. Notkin hates losing so fiercely, he's trying to distract me from the board now. Ha! I knew she's forbidden you to talk, too. When she was leaving, she said, like, you haven't seen me. I'm not afraid of her, though. Much of a chief than I'd be if I was. Did she ask about me, that woman? She did. About you and about Simon. And about the plague and something else, too. Some locusts? Crocus? Can't remember. Looks like she's no stranger to the Kane's family. Shut up! While you were wagging your tongue, I've checkmated your king. As for you, Dr. Dankowski, all I can say is this. Don't try to find her. Each move must happen in its proper time. And she'll make hers when she decides it's time. I shouldn't try to find the woman that doesn't exist. I see. Got it. It's getting hard to keep all this straight. We're zooming. Alright, we're back in the boiler.
Yes.
I've been waiting, and now I see I'm not ready at all. I'm tired of skulking around. Secrets get heavier with time, and this one, I haven't the strength to either carry or drop. I hate you, Dankovsky. I hate how good it is that you finally came. For a man who climbed out of a coffin a day ago, you look remarkably well. Sometimes I think I should have stayed there, in the coffin. If you want, we can go back to the cemetery and I can bury you again. But first, answers. I saved your life after all. That must count for something. Very well. I have almost nothing left to give, but I can still give you answers. The people who were lying in wait for you at the warehouses were sure you had stolen Simon's body. Why? You can steal goods, money, even time. Many things can be stolen, but can you steal what has no owner? What? So it's true, you have Simon's remains. I did what was necessary. Please elaborate. I don't remember steal thy neighbor's corpse from the Ten Commandments nor the Hippocratic Oath. What do you need the body for? What use is it to you? Tell the Canes they won't succeed. Don't play coy, Reuben. I'm no inquisitor, and this is no interrogation. You owe me, and as payment, I demand honesty. Where is Simon's body? Answer me, doctor. Have you ever witnessed a saint's flesh overcoming a deadly illness? What? I've seen different immune responses to different diseases, but not in dead bodies. And I saw a miracle. Alongside the red and white cells in his blood, there were silver ones. Nothing like it is found in nature. Silver cells? Amalgam? I made a vaccine from the blood and gave it to patients under observation. But I couldn't even test it. The Cane tyrants, along with those thick-headed step maniacs, would have ground me to dust. Made a vaccine from Simon's body? Yes. So Simon is dead after all. It was living blood. Blood that fought back. The silver cells burned the plague away like a vital, implacable sun. My hands were shaking. Tell the Canes. Tell them. Man is imperfect. Wait, Simon Cane was sick? Yes. There was sand pest in him. I recognized the outward signs at once. The Canes surely recognized it too. They were simply ashamed to admit their patriarch could die of a disease. But he couldn't. He only fell into lethargy. I saw the pulse in his pupils, and I had to. I remember the first outbreak. Just the thought that Simon's antibodies could be made into a vaccine. Pushed you to steal the body to try and find salvation inside it. I called it the White Vaccine. I would give it to you, but there isn't any left. It's all gone. What? I gave the Canes my word I'd find the one who took the body. I'll have to name you. Do as you will, Dankovsky. Better yet, I'll make it easier. I'll go to them myself and confess everything. I'm ready. Ready to answer for what I've done. Optimus testis confitens reus. Relics? What will my scientific analysis say about the White Vaccine? Perhaps it can even be replicated. The body has been found, they must know. We have to go back and tell Georgie about it. Studying the impossible. So, loot. There we go. I was like, there's gotta be something here I can pick. Got some morphine. It's pretty good. So, gosh, it says I need to examine something, but he didn't give me anything to examine. I don't have like a vial of the White Vaccine in my inventory. Nor does it imply I should have one in the mind map. We have to go tell the Canes about Stack Reuben doing this. He stole the body. That much is certain. Zoom in. Okay, so we could go there, and then... I don't... Like, getting across these riding areas is just such a pain in the butt. But I'm super manic right now, so I might be able to just run through. We'll see.
Стой, 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 ебать. Какими судьбами? Гля, лепил. Стой, падла. Доктор, прости.
That's what I thought. By the way, they grab you and turn you to them. It's not me turning my camera to them. That is them forcing me to face them. This is the wrong exit.
Слышь, хоба! Не стреляй! Мало мы вас вешали. Стой, стой, стой.
Okay, so... Yeah, we're in the right direction. Right? Don't have to take a left here? Yes.
Гля, лепил. Какими судьбами?
So that particular district is huge. So it's kind of a pain to get through. These giant statues everywhere, man. Hey, buddy. Denkovsky, I've been expecting you. Tell me, have you managed to find Simon's body? I have. Simon's body was stolen by Stanislav Rubin. That was to be expected, but what for? Rubin believes Simon's body is capable of resisting the plague. He wanted to make a vaccine out of it. Wanted, you say, past tense. Does this mean he's changed his mind? No. Unfortunately, he saw his plan through. He's used the whole corpse in his experiments. Everyone grieves in their own way. Some wear mourning clothes, others join the convent, and still others steal the body of the man they idolized and rip it open in hopes of making a vaccine. What do you think, Dankovsky? What made him believe that Simon's body could heal anyone? I believe he's crossed the line between veneration and sacrilege. Oh? You seem to take what he's done to the body quite personally. Thank you for your help, Dankovsky. We truly appreciate it. What awaits him? Does it matter? You have more urgent business to attend to. Why do you care about the nuances of our local justice? Do we want to, it's like, do we want to throw him under the bus, or do we want to, like, advocate for his life? I want to intervene on his behalf. No one suffered due to his actions. A dead body can't feel pain. We'll take your statement into consideration. You're free to go now. Suum Quique. Defender. Rubin stole the body, but he had his reasons. So we took Rubin's side. We're not throwing him under the bus. I kind of want the 3 companions to survive. There's actually 4. There's Stack Rubin, Bad Grief, Lara Ravel, and Artemy Barak. And they're all like childhood friends, right? In the second game, it's actually quite difficult to keep all 4 of them alive for various reasons. So I kind of want to help out here to make sure that there's a happy ending for the group of friends. All right, let's wait for nighttime, and then we can go... It'll be the right time to go visit the Rat Prophet. It's 4:30. is there a thread here? Oh, it's taking me to the merchant. Getting to this place is going to be pretty hard. That's a lot of BS you have to get through. We might actually be nighttime by the time we get there at the backbone. Okay. Yeah. That's the way. It's going to take us 23 minutes. Wait, is it putting me all the way at the town hall? Where am I? I was gonna say, why would it looked like it was putting me entirely towards the town hall. That is the way out. I died? Suffocated on spores of death? What? You can do that? Okay. I'll have to make sure I don't have, like, low hit points going through there again. That's weird. Alright, so what have I done versus not done? Okay, so I've interceded on Stack's behalf. We're just heading over to the Rat King. Got it. That's all we were doing.
Разговор есть. Не бойся, не бойся.
So that must do a lot of damage. First things first, let's control our mania a bit. Heal up. Let's get through this place. Okay. That does a lot. That does do a lot of damage. Whoa! I didn't even know those things existed. How do I even get to where I'm going? What is this place? Is this the town hall? Oh my god. So this is it. Well, we arrived. It's 5 o'clock. It's almost 6. When do you think night begins? This place goes very high up. Well, here's the shrine. We found the shrine. According to Katerina Saburova, at night on the stairway to heaven, I can summon the Rat Prophet with a bell. Saburov's bell. Ding, dong, ding. Oh, they gave me the vaccine. I have it in my inventory. Got it. Okay, so I do have it. The very common spores of death. Yeah, exactly. So if I ring the... Can I just, like... Do I have to just sit here until stuff happens, or what? When does night begin? That's if I could, like, just pass time. People. Still have so many people that we have not yet met. Oh, we've met all of the pieces. Not all of the queens, though. Interesting. Like, we've only met 2 queens. The High Respects and the Changeling. Isidore Barak. Dead. Simon Kane. Dead. All these other people. The pawns. Stack Reuben is a pawn? Interesting. Advanced pawns. Hype Hat. Water Carrier. I guess it's because I consider him to be slightly more useful than Stack Reuben. Probably 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. As if I could, like, just click on something to pass the time.
As if things are animated.
What's this thing over here? Oh, it's a box. Very nice. Who's making that noise? I don't see anybody that should be able to make that noise. Where are you? Come on, Doctor. You need to have a ability to run further than that.
You're too high strung.
Do we think it's nighttime yet?
It was quiet until night ago.
Interesting. Oh, that's one of the bonfires on the other side there. I'm like trying to figure out what all these things I can see when I'm highlighting stuff actually are. It doesn't highlight the way you'd expect. Is it time? 7:30. What we got? What is this? Morphine crystals. Crystallized morphine. You could probably mix that with some water and make some actual morphine bottles. I've got so much morphine. I need to put this all back in the hospital or something because, my god, I've got so much of it. A real altar. The town is full of strange cults. How does this fit with the cathedral? Strange cults. I mean, no stranger than anything else we've seen here. So they did say that... Somebody did say that there was a door that appeared at the top of one of these places. Curious if I'll ever see anything like that. He was just kidding around at the time, but still. Makes me wonder. This feels like the kind of game that would do that, unironically. Ring the bell. Oh! Rat Prophet. A thing from the dark. Actually, just a dwarf in a mask. Surely another joke by Mark Immortel. What do you want to hear, human? Saburova wasn't lying. Look at you, showing up and ringing the bell. Such useless creatures. Noise is the only thing humans know how to make. Wretched beasts. What do rats make then, besides disease, of course? You're not only hairless or clueless, too. Rats are the cleanest, smartest creatures on this filthy earth. Do you know where the sand pest comes from? You summoned it yourselves. The plague only comes to cities. It comes wherever humans gather, to any place where you stuff to bursting with your disgusting, hairless, tailless bodies. Where there are no humans, there is no disease. Animals get sick too. The plague spares no one. Leave. Pack your things and get the hell out of here. The plague will go with you. It will be better for everyone. Where would we go? The further the better. Leave the rats alone. Maybe the rats should leave instead. That way we won't have to poison them. Did you think of that? Rats were here long before you. It was you who came to their land. It is you who should leave. I can already see it in your eyes. The thought to poison my kind will come to you any day now. Don't do it. Show mercy for my kind, human. And I'll make it worth your while. What do you have to offer? See, human, you're already haggling. Greedy! Humans deserve nothing but contempt. But I do have something I can offer you. Leave my kind alone, and I promise you won't regret it. You're already playing Saburova for a fool, and now you want me to join her company? Not falling for that. Or we can say, oh, we can say it's a deal. It's a deal. Sure, why not? Pest control. Systematically exterminate all small rodents, insects, and pests. So, he gave us the idea to kill all the rats, and then he's going to reward us for not using the idea to kill all the rats. How did I not think of clearing the town of rodents before? Perhaps the plague will subside. Alright, I think that's all of the things to do today. We need to get the vaccine. We need to examine the white vaccine that we got from Stack. Stack is, Not useless after all, it seems like. How do we get out of here? Alright, I think we gotta... Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna take the really long way back home, but it's gonna go very smoothly, I think. Is this where I need to go? Yep. Alright, very long way back home. Here, here, here. Here, here, here. I am Dr. Dankovsky. I go wherever I want. What does a rat even profit? Prophesize? I don't know. He's like Rat Jesus, you know? How am I supposed to know? Thank you, 33. Diagnostic successful. We got it. First try. New decree idea protocol 5. Got it. Very good. One more step. All diagnoses were correct. A working proto-vaccine is prepared, and another day for the town was snatched from the clutches of the plague. So let's examine this white vaccine. An incredible composition. I see a connection to the phenomenon I called amalgam. If I partake of Simon's final remains, time will yield before me. The shattered will mend. Beyond the periodic table. The instruments and reagents scream that the vaccine cannot exist. The main thing I understood: it won't cause harm. In case I decide to take the vaccine, I'll leave it on the bedside dresser. I feel there is no rush. Okay, got it. So that's basically to help fix something if we, something goes wrong. In her presence, I can breathe. Eva demands nothing. Let's review our decrees. Okay. Quarantine. What did we do for this one? We did water filtration, quarantine, vaccine day 4. So we can do vaccine day 5. This will... Oh, and we have to reduce unrest. So let's lift the quarantine, replace it with the vaccination. Nope. Why? We need 5 more orderlies. We can't even do this because we don't have enough orderlies. How do we get more orderlies? The hell? Door-to-door rounds. Make door-to-door rounds to find people infected with the sand pests. Something's missing. Something is missing. How did we... we don't even have... the maximum amount of orderlies is not enough to invoke this decree. So something happened. Why do we not have enough? Okay, we'll have to take a look at this later. I think. It might be that something happens to happen on day 3 or 4 to increase the number of orderlies that you have available on day 5? That we've overlooked? In any case, we've got the vaccine, but we cannot actually use it. And that is such a small amount of unrest. Lost. So people respond to the decrees that you actually apply, and I wonder how denial actually, like, makes them work. Oh, I can't die because, you know, it's against the law. So, I'm sure I'll be fine. Stopping time. Alright, so curfew. Anyway. We're missing something on how to get more orderlies. 5 more. To make this work. Is there something on the map? There's not. Like, go back to the hospital, do something to give us more people to help manage this. You have to schedule your death tomorrow, exactly. Cannot die today. It is against the law. Some of these are weird. Like, why would you... I guess it doesn't require resources to do social distancing, but it's not even close to as effective. Okay, we can do water filtration. That raises the body counts. The toll. I really want to get the frickin' vaccine out there. Minus 200 contagion. Alright, well, this is gonna have to do. Alright. Let's continue to day 6. Not skipping time. This is the only place you can skip time, by the way. Day 6, which is not the end yet. So this day is brand new. We didn't have access to day 6 until we made some changes to days 2 through 5. Day 6, which is not the end yet. Alright, folks, and with that, that's going to be the end of the broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Pathologic 3. This game is a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. If you enjoyed the broadcast, don't forget to follow here on Twitch. I would love to see you here again next time. If you're on the YouTube side, like the live stream, subscribe to the channel. I'll be out for the rest of the week, by the way. So I normally broadcast Friday and Saturday. I'll be out both days this week. My next broadcast will be next Monday, with some more Pathologic 3. Don't forget, this upcoming weekend is Mother's Day, everybody. Don't forget, it's a very important holiday. Alright, everyone. I'll see you all in a few days. In the meantime, folks, have a great rest of your week. Have a fantastic night. I'll see you all next time. Good night. Cheers and take care.